Hey class, happy Sunday. Hey, although it was kind of windy today, it was pretty warm outside, so I hope you got a chance to go play. I'm here with chapter 13, which is kind of a long one, so I'm just going to get right to it. A good day for me might involve getting an extra piece of cinnamon toast at breakfast, maybe buying a new pair of shoelaces, but winning a class-wide fitness competition and getting revenge on the bully who has tormented me for years, that was a whole different category of good day for Sam Gibbs. It eventually took 4 custodians and the school nurse to extricate Beaver from his predicament. They had to use the jaws of life to break the urinal off his head, but he wasn't rescued before every single boy, and most of the girls, at Horace Hotwater Middle School paid a visit to the second-floor boys' bathroom to witness the humiliation of Beaver Vanderkoff. Some of them took pictures. I came to school the next morning feeling like a king. When I got there, a crowd of students stood around my locker. Everyone wanted to talk to me. "Nice work, Sam," said Jimmy Choi, shaking my hand. "I've hated Beaver ever since kindergarten when he broke all my crayons." "It was nothing," I said. "I'm never giving another cent of lunch money to that guy," said Omar Powell. I knew he wasn't really a karate master. "Hey, maybe you earned the clear belt for eating corn chips," I said, and everyone laughed. Seriously, they laughed at one of my jokes. "Sam, can you teach me how to do more knuckle-ups?" said Drew McCoy. "Sure, no problem," I said. "It's all about proper form." "Any plans this weekend, Sam?" said Julie Bailey, smiling brightly. "Just kind of playing it by ear," I said. Speaking of ears, you're still not mad about the caricature?" "No way. That's ancient history. Besides, we can call it even. In first grade, I told everyone that you, had an accident." "Wait, that was you?" I said. So Dylan hadn't spilled the beans about that one. Maybe she wasn't as big a blabbermouth as I thought. "Anyway, Sam," said Julie, "if you're free Saturday, maybe you could come over and see my snails," said Wilbur Weber, edging her out. "Yeah, maybe, Wilbur," I said. I actually think I have something on Saturday and also on Sunday, but I like to smear glue all over my face and then peel it off like skin," said Jared Kopernick. Cool, Jared," I said. "Hey, speak of the devil," said Omar. Down the hall, I saw Beaver Vanderkoff, eyes on the ground, slinking toward his locker. As he passed, other kids whispered and pointed. Somehow Beaver looked 6 inches shorter than he had yesterday. Someone in the crowd called out, "What's up, toilet foot?" Beaver flinched, but didn't respond. Someone else yelled, "Nah, he goes by Urinal Head now." Toilet foot? Urinal Head? In my opinion, they were both great nicknames for Beaver. Maybe a good compromise would be Toilet Urinal Foothead. My mom says it's wrong to take pleasure in the misfortune of others, but I will admit I giggled for 5 minutes straight. A bell rang, and I waited for the crowd to disperse before I opened my locker. Hammy Rex was inside looking just as happy as I felt. He was wagging his tail and kicking sand all over the place. "All aboard," I said, holding my shirt pocket open. With a growl, Hamster-saurus Rex leaped into the air, did a flip, and landed in my pocket. "Hamsterific," I said. Well, class was a breeze. I doodled all morning, mostly pictures of a 50-foot-tall Hamster-saurus Rex stomping on a regular-sized beaver. I even threw caution to the wind and let Hamster-saurus Rex sneak a peek at my artwork. He approved. Burped. Here's his artwork. 50-foot-high Hamster-saurus Rex and a normal-sized beaver. Mr. Copeland surprised me once by calling on me in class. He expected that I wouldn't know the answer, and I certainly didn't. But I happened to guess Wampanoag Confederacy, which turned out to be correct. Mr. Copeland was very impressed. I did get a few more bad grades in science, and again, somebody mentioned something about science night, but I wasn't really sweating it. Nothing could bring me down. Way to finally stand up to Beaver, said Dylan at lunch. Please, no need to call me a hero. I'm just a regular guy who was pushed too far, I said, chewing my ham and cheese sandwich. I didn't call you a hero, said Dylan. So I guess that means you're not at all worried? Worried about what? This, said Dylan, and she slid a poorly photocopied note across the table. It read, okay, I'll read it to you and then show it to you. Come to the monkey bars at recess to learn Sam Gibbs's terrible secret. Warning, this note is also a secret. Do not tell anybody, especially Sam. Sincerely, Anonymous. So there's the note. There are a lot of misspelled words in that note. Anonymous, huh? It looked like it had been written by a preschooler. That's how I knew it was Beaver. He put these in everyone's locker, said Dylan. What do you think he's up to? No idea, I said, but I guess I'm going to find out. You don't have one, do you, Sam? One what? A secret? I squirmed, feeling guilty. What? No way. I'm an open book. Her face pained. If you need help, Sam, I could help you. Just like in preschool when you had the sand pail stuck on your head. We're best friends. That's what we do. Look, I already told you. I don't know where Hamster-saurus Rex is. I didn't mention Hamster-saurus Rex, said Dylan. At recess, a crowd had formed near the monkey bars. They were whispering and joking among themselves. It seemed like people were expecting Beaver to somehow make a bigger fool of himself than he already had. Everyone except Dylan, that is. She stood apart with her arms crossed, her face unreadable. Oh no, said Tina Gomez, feigning fear as I approached. It's Sam's terrible secret Gibbs. I'll admit it, I said. I know what the cafeteria shepherd's pie is really made of. People laughed for the second time that day at something I said. Man, I could get used to that. Guys, I told all of you not to tell him, came a shrill cry from behind me. As I turned, the crowd parted to reveal Beaver Vanderkoff. He stared at me wide-eyed, no less terrified than yesterday. You got something to say, Beaver? I said, throwing out my chest. Say it to my face. My best effort at tough guy talk. It seemed to impress everyone. Yeah, what's the big secret, urinal head? Said Tina Gomez to Beaver. The suspense is killing me. I'll tell you, but once I reveal it, you have to promise to protect me from him, said Beaver, pointing in my direction. I looked over my shoulder. No, he really did mean me. Sure, we promise, said Omar Powell, snickering. Beaver cleared his throat. Well, Sam's been acting extra weird lately. Sure, he's always been weird and also a dumb baby and a total jerk, like when he drew me with the stink lines. Spare us, Beaver. 2 years ago, you snipped off one of my pigtails, so in my book, you're the jerk, said Julie Bailey. Just get on with it, will you, toilet foot? Beaver frowned. First of all, I've seen Sam getting all his extra food in the cafeteria and bringing 5 sandwiches in his lunchbox, too. Beaver had seen that? I guess I'd been less sneaky than I thought. I noticed Dylan looking at me. Plus, other snacks have been going missing from other people's lockers, said Beaver, and it wasn't even me who stole them this time. So Sam eats a lot, said Drew McCoy. Do you too, Beaver? You do too, Beaver. So what? I know, but overeating is like normal for me, said Beaver. The secret is that Sam likes sandwiches, said Jimmy Choi. Lame. No, wait, said Beaver. That's just part of it. Think about how all of a sudden Sam wins little Mr. Muscles. How did he do it? Look at him. He's still a puny little nerd. The crowd murmured now. It seemed like a few of them were actually starting to consider what Beaver was saying. I tried to look less puny. And yesterday, when I was about to stick his head in a toilet full of wet cement, said Beaver, he roared at me. At this, the crowd went quiet. Sam roared at you? Said Dylan. Yes, said Beaver. It was the scariest sound I've ever heard. No human can make a noise like that. No, it was more like an animal or a monster. Everyone was staring at me now. Some of them looked uncertain. Unconsciously, my hand went to my shirt pocket. It was empty. I know what I'm about to say is going to sound strange, said Beaver, taking a deep breath, but please keep an open mind. The world is more complex than... Spit it out, Beaver, said Drew. I believe that Sam Gibbs, said Beaver, pausing as he pointed at me dramatically, is a werewolf. Everyone turned to stare at Beaver again. Then they all burst out laughing. You watch too many horror movies, dude, said Omar. I think that urinal waterlogged your brain, said Julie Bailey. I'm so glad I showed up for this, said Jimmy Choi, hugging Beaver's note. No, cried Beaver, think about it. Super strength, increased appetite, roaring. It all adds up. Werewolves don't roar, said Tina Gomez. They howl. Sometimes they roar, cried Beaver desperately. Ow! I howled. Everyone laughed. Come on, now he's faking not being a werewolf, cried Beaver. That's the oldest werewolf trick in the book. Watch Wolfsplosion 2, people. I don't get why nobody is taking this serious. At that moment, Beaver's sweatpants fell down around his ankles, revealing his pale legs and a dingy pair of tidy whities. There's a picture. I don't know if I should show it to you. The laughter tripled as Beaver struggled unsuccessfully to pull them back up. This is a conspiracy, he cried. Somebody sabotaged my drawstring to make me look like a dummy. He pulled the string out of his waistband, and sure enough, it had been gnawed into 2 pieces. A flash of orange fur darting behind the slide left me with little doubt as to who had done it. Hamster-saurus Rex had escaped from my pocket to deal a death blow to Beaver's credibility. Hey, Beaver, if you really need to hold up your pants, I said, you can always use your clear belt. This got another laugh. He has you all tricked, cried Beaver. He was just a regular smart-mouthed dweeb, but now the curse of the wolf is upon him. Beware, none of us are safe. Come on. What am I going to do? I said. Eat you? I lunged towards Beaver, baring my teeth. He shrieked and ran as fast as he could across the playground and back towards the school. To the delight of the crowd, his pants fell down 6 or 7 times along the way. My own smile faded as I turned to see that Dylan was peeking behind the slide. Had she seen Hammy Rex, too? Dylan, wait, I cried, running toward her. You shouldn't what? Said Dylan. Relief. Hamster-saurus Rex wasn't there. You shouldn't go down this slide, I said. It has ants on it. I tried to smile. The bell rang. Recess was over. You're not telling me something, Sam, said Dylan. You do have a secret. It's like I don't even know you anymore. No, I'm being honest. I promise. Dylan squinted at me, but didn't say anything. As she turned and walked back towards the school, I found Hamster-saurus Rex gnawing on the base of the monkey bars. He didn't understand why I didn't feel like playing. Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. There he is. My hand is all over him. There he is. Ooh. All right. That is the end of chapter 13. So I hope you guys are getting ready for next week. We have 2 e-learning days on Tuesday and Thursday. And if you have any questions, you can email me on Tuesday and Thursday. It's just the packet that we sent home on that last Friday of school. I hope you can still find it and know right where it is. Hey, so let me know if you need anything this week, and I'll see you tomorrow with chapter 14. Take care.